Hi everybody, one more time I'm trying to do this. I was trying to finish up the one adventure and go into the next adventure, but what we're going to do is we're just going to finish up the one adventure, and then I'll do the other adventure another day. The other adventure is closer to the kind of role playing you guys are used to. So previous video, we talked about setting up how to change that scenario and do some team play. So how to play it, because previous video, go see that for teams and setup. Until the first shot is fired, the raiders always get to move first every turn. Once a shot has been fired, the players must roll for initiative. This makes sense because the raiders are the ones holding the ball. They're the ones who know what's going on. They're the ones trying to hide the cube. So this makes sense. How to play until so once the raider team should decide which character is carrying the cube and write his name on a piece of paper. That's to keep them honest. The only way to find the cube is to knock the character unconscious and search the body for it. To search, a character must move into the same space as the unconscious body and in his move. At the start of the next turn, the raiders must tell whether the cube is found. If it is, the character can pick up the cube and move and attack normally during the turn. So you got to be close to the body. That's what we would say now. It is possible to change the game even more. Players can change the goal to capturing all the raiders, defeating all the PGC agents, or anything else. If the players want, they can add special restrictions, such as not allowing skimmers or doze grenades to be used. It's up to you, but be careful that any changes affect each team the same way. How to win. The raiders win if they get the metallic cube off the board on the Spaceport Expressway, not the monorail. The PGC team wins if they capture the cube and carry it to Pan Galactic headquarters. Rewards. No money is awarded at the end of these games, but everyone who is wounded is taken to the medical complex and healed at no charge. So this scenario and this team playing, because it's got the skimmers and the chases and the buildings and using the little chits, is going to remind you a lot more of a board game play type game than a lot of people are used to for role playing. I'm going to go over the next scenario, which I've actually run several times. It's usually the one I do when I introduce people to this game, because most people, not all, but most people I play with have played some kind of role-playing game. It's only once in a while that I get somebody who they've only done board games or something. So I find that the alien creature on the loose, it's exciting, it's fun. But this other one can be fun too. I have done the other one as well. Both of them you end up using the map because things are happening in the town, okay? But this other one is, you got your alien monster, it introduces the idea of using your ability scores, people finding out that not all weapons work on everything and stuff like that. So it's a more of a problem solver in that sense. So we will talk about that. I'm sorry there's been so long between videos. It's the downside of being one of my followers. I'm just a really busy person. There's only so much energy, only so much quiet time I can get away. Even if you see me on the net, understand that there's probably 16 different things going on around me, which is why you just see me in chats, or maybe there's a comment somewhere, because there's stuff going on. So I was able to get away to my little hidey hole here close the door and make a video today. But I had to retake it again and again and again. Light shut off. I had all kinds of problems. So, yay, I got a video up. Yay for me. It's been a very successful day in so many ways. So this is just one of the many. So I will get this back on schedule. And, you know, I've got some other stuff, other gaming stuff as well, that I might start getting into. But this 1980 stuff, you can see how much game design has changed and presentation. So, you know, if someone were to make a new basic Star Frontiers game using the, and let's say they kept the mechanics basically the same, I think we'd get very different beginning adventures. I think it would be very different. We might still have the sort of sandbox of Port Lauren, but it's going to be very different. I just know it. But this is a transitional game. You know, they're thinking, well, this was a game they wanted to introduce children to role playing with. And so they're thinking, well, they've played, you know, Monopoly and Sorry and games like that, you know, Chinese checkers, and, you know, so they're you know, maybe Life. Was Life out back then? I think so. Those, you know, board games. And so it has that board gamey feel. Now in the second scenario, even though they're going to be, again, chasing the critter around, because, you know, alien creature on the loose, it has much more, they start to introduce more role-playing, in my opinion, and more interaction and more problem solving, because the characters are going to have to, the players with using their characters are going to have to try to figure out how to deal with the Hydra, the space Hydra, in which is a really cool creature, which I might convert to some other games. Usually I convert things in Star Frontiers in the past. I might do the reverse. That'd be a good exercise for my brain. But there we go. So that'll be the next video. Is we'll dig into the alien creature on the loose scenario and what they're trying to teach. In this first scenario, it's initiative, it's time as a pressure, and whether it's going to affect your outcomes, it's decision making, and you know how to do basic combat was in the kind of the first adventure. This next adventure, the time's still there, still a pressure. But now it's introducing concepts like scaling the monster to be more dangerous based on the number of people in the party, or less dangerous based on the number of people in the party. So it's teaching the ref what to do in the next adventure. When they've got something and they go, oh, snaps, I got twice the number of people that this scenario set up for. It's telling you adjust. It's showing the dials. It's going to start introducing how to start to use ability scores are in this next adventure, and how that affects role play. We also learned that the Frontier is an open carry kind of place. So anyway, everybody, have a great day and stay awesome.